Good evening, one and all. Just get rid of that. There you go. I think that's right now. Nice big screen to the right. Yep, good evening, one and all. Sorry, a little bit late on parade. I always struggle with time. Always. One of those days, as per. Right, let's say good evening to one or two people. There's 30 of you, I think, in chat, so that's great. Good news. We are live, I assume. Just Josh, evening to you. Oi, oi. Daniel, good evening, everybody. Hope you're all well. Yep, we're all good, Daniel. Let me just see if I've got the... There you go. I didn't change that colour, did I? I must get rid of that leery green. Must remember for next time. Craig, evening to you, Craig. Okay. Stuart Dill, evening to you. Mick King, evening Mick. Mr. Intense, evening all. Mark Trigwell, evening to you. Adrian Mason, evening Adrian. Good, yeah. Good need glasses. Yeah, these are my old glasses. In fact, they're my old reading glasses. And somewhere I've got some others here. Had a bit of a mishap. I've got some others here. These are my ones. Do you know what? I've had these ages and I never used them because I absolutely hate them. So they just feel heavy on my face. But yeah, I had a bit of a glasses accident, and they're off at the optician's being mended. I think Winston may have played a little hand in there. Never mind. Peter Kendall, evening to you. Lynn Smith, evening Lynn. Craig, I've already said. Josh, I've already said. Bless Adrian. See, well, I don't think you're missing much really with Grim Green, are you? What are you missing with Grim? Bit grim, isn't it? No, thanks for joining us. Mr. Intensive said, Mark Trigwell said. Who else have we got? Scrolling down, evening chat. Yep. If I've missed you, just shout out and say, oi, rude boy. Rufus, evening to you. Jaya, evening to you, Jaya. Albert, good evening, Albert. Peter247, evening to you. Neil Roberts. Crafty little vape. Paul and Boy, evening, Paul. James, did I say James? Can't remember. Said it again now if I did. Adrian, mate, I need glasses, right? So you need glasses as well. Well, we both, we both do. One of those weekends, really, I took my mother to go and to have her eyes tested and get her some glasses on Saturday. Took nearly the whole day to go and do that for Mum. And how can karma exist when then mine break? And what was that, the Saturday? Mine broke on the Monday, yesterday. So, yeah, there is no karma. There can't be, otherwise my glasses would not have broken for helping my dear old mum. But there. Murray Robertson, good evening to you. Yeah, I've had a message from Laurie. She sends her apologies. She won't be joining us tonight. She's in the bush. On safari in the bush. So, bless her. So, we wish you well, Laurie. And if you tune into the replay when you're back from your bush, then you'll know I've given you a little mention. Did I say hello to Murray? I think I did. What's Josh picked up? Picked up the Cthulhu and Atemporal. I always struggle with that one. RBA plus doors and pouch. Wow. Yep. So you've got a few bits and pieces. So, what am I vaping on? Well, I'm still on the Nico. I've changed drip tips on the Nico because I've put my little drip tip in. It's found a new home. So this is a drip tip. Actually, I've got a few of these, and they were never put on the website. So let's see if I can show you. They're like an enamel, and they were made by Watofo, I think. And is that a date on there or serial number? It's a serial number. I bought quite a few of them at the time, and I never did put them on the site. So if anyone's interested, I'll perhaps put them on the site as a. There's a lot of colours, I think, from what I remember. I'll have to dig them out. Have a little special deal perhaps on those, because they are actually a nice little drip tip. Decent quality jewel O-ring. You can see that jewel O-ring, if it will focus in. There you go. So yeah, they were quite well made. But anyway, by the by. So I'm on my Nico. In there I've got some Virginia. And that's on the Pennon. What else am I on? I am on the Authentic K-Fun X. On my not so authentic Ed Balance. That's the Stabwood version. Lovely little setup, that one. Adrian says ceramic drip tip. I don't know, are they ceramic? They feel like enamel to me. Or ceramic, enamel, china, whatever. They were the old, if anyone can find them, they're the old Watofo ones, and I mean old. They were a long time ago. There you go, Mark. Yeah, Mark went for my favourite drip tip. Excuse me, I've got this frog tonight. Yeah, he went for my favourite drip tip, and the Yick, and he's loving it. Yeah, that, do you know what? It's just, you wouldn't believe a drip tip could make so much difference sometimes, but it really, really does. Really does. If you get the one you really like, it does. And I'm not saying that's to everyone's taste, but personally, I don't like this drip tip that comes with the K-Fun. I don't like metal drip tips. They always tend to end up a bit gunky, don't they? Got to have your breakfast on there. Anyway, Lee, evening Lee, he's been holding out again. Who's been holding out again? Kyle, evening to you. The mixing of two worlds. What was that to do with karma? Right, well, someone. Well, I was sent a present. Sometimes I get one, you know. I get a nice little present, and I've got that there on the Easy Mod, and it's the BP Mods RTA. Have a little vape on there. This is the one with the dual chimney. You can either have the short chimney or the taller one. I've got it on the taller chimney. You're going to ask me what I think of it now, aren't you? It's all right, actually. It's all right. It's not bad. I won't say who sent it to me as a gift. I wouldn't embarrass Daniel that way. It's always nice though. You get the odd little prezzy, and it's nice because normally it's me giving the sort of prezzies and stuff. So it's just nice when something randomly turns up in the post and you think, oh, that wasn't from the manufacturer. It was from one of my customers. That was lovely, and I get the odd card as well. You know, like really appreciate what you've done, and you know we're not smoking it, all that sort of thing, and it's just lovely. And the odd Christmas card I get, you know, which is just, you know, it makes you feel appreciated, doesn't it? Craig, metal drip tips zap my teeth with static fillings. I don't like teeth. I hate teeth. Teeth are horrible. Teeth and feet. I don't like feet either. Adrian says drip tips make a huge difference in flavour, taste, sound, and yeah, they really do. They really do. More than you'd think. More than I think most of us give them credit for. You know, we tend to get our RTA come in the post, and we build it and use the drip tip it came with. I always try and use the drip tip it came with, just to give it that one first, and then perhaps do a review. That's a joke, isn't it? At the minute, when I was doing reviews, I will be as well. By the way, that is a I promise. And then you perhaps change it out for your own, so one that you think you'd prefer. Right, I think the frog has gone. I think we'll be right. Panic mode, that's what it is. I don't normally do it, but it just sends me into panic when I'm late and get all anxious. So I got that one. So all joking apart, it was. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate it, and I've enjoyed using it. It's nice. I didn't know whether to stock it or not, and you know, but it's decent. It is decent. Don't know if anyone else out there has got that. It's not. It won't be one of my favourites. I will say that, but it is decent. It's a good RTA. Right, what else have I got on the go? Right, well I've got this. I've still got it on it. You can tell how much I'll change my words. You can tell how much I've used this because it's still in its leery pink batteried setup from the other week, and I have had the odd puff on it. This is the Amazia. I know they call it the Blazier. The Amazia from Ambition Mods. I see Nathan Netvapor did a review on it. I don't think I've got my microphone very close, actually. Sorry, guys. I poked that out of the way earlier. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. You can hear me better now. So, have a listen. It's just... They could have got this so right. Okay, they could have got it so right, but they left a dated airpin in it. There you go, I've said it. And it, for me, it is no better. Well, it is better than the gate. There are improvements on the gate. Have I got a gate here somewhere? I've got one downstairs, definitely. So I actually used to like the gate. I should have bought one up. I will next time. I promise. I'll compare. In fact, I might even do a review of this and have the gate ready there as well. So, but they've got quite a bit right. The fit and finish is all good. You know, they've got so much right with it, and then they let it go with that airflow with a big old slit in there. So, shame. And that I read somewhere they'd sent it off to loads of experts to get input, and this was the result of all the input. Well, I don't know who they sent it to, but I don't know what to say. So, yes, Adrian, very good. They could have made it amazing. The Amazia could have been amazing. Craig, bin that Amazia. Sorry, but not much thought went into it. Seems a rush product. Yeah, I did. I put a comment on Nathan's video. I thought he was quite kind to it, actually. And Nathan's just a kind, nice, decent man, isn't he? You can always tell with Nathan when he loves something. He's like a kid in a sweet shop, and he's almost like shuffling on his chair, and he loves it. So you can tell, even though the words sometimes say, you know, this is really good. You can actually tell when he loves something. So I quite like that in a review, because that is just transparent, honest, and genuine, and you can see that come through. But I actually thought he was quite kind to it. But he did bring up the same issue as me, this airflow. It is, you know, and I think I put in the comment, when you've got airflow going through a hole, going through a slit, going through another hole, up under the coil, what possible other outcome could there be other than a horrible airflow, really? So we shall put that down. Put that over there. Craig, selling a 1.2mm pin separately is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the case, or Adrian just didn't have the full kit. Is it separate? Let me have a look. I've got the stainless steel one here. I think he said it was separate, didn't he? To be honest with you, I haven't inquired any more as to the price or stock in it or anything else, because I really didn't think it was something I wanted particularly to stock, so I didn't bother. Yeah, 2mm hairpin and 1. Well, I've got the 1.5 in here. I can't remember what it came with now. Oh, hang on. 2mm. Yeah, I got 2 here, but it came with what? I don't know what it came with, but anyone who knows me will know that I tend to stock what I like, what I think is like half decent, and you know, I just didn't think it was progressive enough to stock it, put it that way. So sorry, Ambition Mods. And it is a shame as well, because we've been chatting nicely lately, me and Ambition Mods, and I thought we were going to end up doing business again with that, but when I tried it, that's the 2mm tank that comes with it as well. Didn't even get that far. So, where else are we? Who said what? Craig. Yeah, you could tell he wasn't impressed much. He didn't say superb. You definitely, yeah, separate purchase, 1.2, right, that's bizarre. It comes with a 1mm, a 1.5 and a 2mm and open, right, okay. I can understand high-end products selling pins separately. Mainstream shouldn't be doing that, especially if we need £40 a tank. Is that what it is? 40 quid. I didn't even look that far. Right, what else have we got that I'm vaping on? Right, I think I've saved the best. Well, I've saved my favourite of the day for last. And my favourite of the day is this little kitty here. The KBR. And inside there, I've got the, how do you pronounce it? Is it AMU or AMU? It's the ED AMU or AMU. Anyway, inside there. Do you want a little table shot of that? Here we are. You can see it inside there. You can see the screen is dirty. At least my nails are clean. You can see the screen is dirty. I have been using it. And this one's got a little mark at the top here. But nothing I can do about that. For those of you that don't know, you can take this out and all the switches come out of it. It really is a bit of a natty little piece of kit. So am I going to be able to put these back in on camera? Just get them roughly in the right area and then and then mess it up. Come on, get in there. There you go, done it. So if I can do that at arm's reach. And your fire buttons there. Screen at the bottom there. Lovely, lovely piece of kit. There has been the odd issue, and that is the batteries can be a tight fit. I'm independently checking all mine, so that will not happen after today. So if you can look, this one, that comes out okay. I've actually got a Sony in there. What is it? What do they call them now? Sony Marathi or something, is it? Or is that a Sony? Yeah, Murata. So, and to put it in, just put that in there and click, in it goes. And my drip tip up the top there. Your borrow tank goes in the side here. Just pull that panel off, unscrew your 510 as normal. And to fill it, you can fill it in situ in the mod like that. Lovely bit of kit. So there you go. What are your thoughts on that? When you take the battery out, you have to 5 clicks to get it on. There you go. Right, Craig is asking, is there a battery cover? No, there isn't. It just comes like that. It is tiny. If you look at, there's your 18650 battery. There is nothing, literally nothing. If I do that, look at the size of that for a borrow tank style device. It is tiny. You can't physically make anything any smaller than that because of the height of the 18650 battery. But of course, if you put, one with a black wrap on there, it wouldn't look like there was, the battery was a bit of a afterthought on the side. But I don't think it is an afterthought. The other thing is, you tend to sit there spinning the battery. It's like a fidget spinner. But I'm loving it. I am loving it. Take a closer look. What you don't have. What don't I have? Take a closer look. Do you mean the battery cover? What do you mean, just Josh? Tell me what you mean. Mark, no battery cover. No, it's not designed to have one. It really isn't. It looks different. I haven't got a molly cell up here. Let's put a molly cell in it. I don't know if there's any charge in this molly cell. So there it is with the molly cell. Looks a bit different with that. And but like I say, I suppose if colours bother you, you get a black 18650 wrap and put that on there. One, two, three, four, five. Did that turn on? Yes, it did. Yeah, it is coil. It's awesome, tiny. Yeah, it is. It's just, it's so lightweight. It's just 3D printed, so it is. The only weight really in there is the borrow tank, the liquid, and the battery. It's so lightweight. Looks nice. What board? Will a plug filled tank inside it, like Bishop Cubed? Will a plug? Bishop Cubed. Oh, no, you don't have a plug. It is an actual borrow tank. Let me show you. Have I got 5p somewhere in my pocket? 20p, that'll do. Let me do it on the table cam so you can see. Table cam. I'll just take the panel off the side. So you take the panel off the side. There's your borrow tank. Drip tip out. Got a bit of liquid in the top of my drip tip. Actually, let's do it so you can see it. No point in. Come on. Where's me bits? There. All fingers. Oh, sugar. No. There was something I was going to tell you all about, and I've made the perfect mistake. Bear with. We're going to have juice everywhere here. Oh, bugger. I don't swear on camera, do I? Normally. Oh, get on there. Right. When you unscrew the 510, if you're not careful, the 510, the O-ring on the 510 pulls that tube up with it, and that's exactly what I've just done. Tissue at the ready. Thankfully, I've got one. Right. Sorry, guys. There'll be a slight delay because I'm incompetent. Bloody juice everywhere. Oh, I hate e-liquid everywhere. I really do. I bet that's gurgly now. Oh, yeah. That'll clear. Right, a little bit on the mat. Let's get rid of that. And a bit on the mud. And on my hands. Oh dear, I absolutely hate getting e-liquid on my hands and on the buttons. Schoolboy error. So who's laughing in chat then? One or two of you will be laughing. Right. So that's what it's like there. There's the side. So it's just like a billet box. So you borrow a tank. I should have zoomed out a bit. Let's see if we can zoom out. There. So there's your borrow tank in the side. 510 in the top. You can stop that coming apart inside. All you got to do is, what I'm saying is, this O-ring, as that goes in, because it fits nicely, it picks up on that centre tube and pulls the centre tube out. Let's grab a pin here. So it pulls the two apart. So let's just give that a tighten. There you go. And dripped it back in. Oh, I hate e-liquid on my hand. I really do. Put the panel back in the side. Panel goes, it fits on magnets. There we go. And it's all back together. Panel just pulls off the side there. And that's it. Just give that another little wipe. Got some juice on the table there as well. Yuck, yuck, yuck. This is going to vape terribly to start with till I've cleared that, isn't it? Oh. All the juice went down the centre. Let me just wipe in the top of that. That'll clear. Won't take long. That'll clear. The woes of Borrow World, Mark. Exactly right. Exactly right. Normally, without even considering doing what I've just done then, I'll normally just give it a couple of half turns and then push the centre tube in. You can get it from the top, just a little screwdriver, which eliminates any of that like error at all. Right, let's see if that's cleared any. That's clearing. That's clearing. Let's get rid of the table cam. Right, what have you been saying, you lovely lot? Finally, a device fit for a Pickle Rick battery wrap. There you go. You're on, Buggerly. Stand back, he's a pro. Yep, I'm a pro. I'm a pro that royally messed that up. This has been vaping beautifully, really has. And now it's gurgling like a gurgly thing because all the liquid went straight down in the middle. Yes, all okay. Yep, absolutely. Don't worry, Mark. I just flooded a Zeus X and had to rebuild it, Kenny. What mod is this? It's the KBR. Let's see if I can show you. See if I can go on to share my screen. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. It's under 5A vape. It's here. Look. These pictures I took actually. Let's open it up. Ed KBR S style, 3D printed mod, and I haven't written much about it. It's got the Ambition Mods chip in it, like the DNA 60, but it's not. It's their copy of. Slurp. Availability in stock, and inside it I've got, let's go back to 5A Vape. Just get rid of chat momentarily, 1 second. And that's what I've got inside it. The Ed AMU. Flick over some pictures. In fact, I've got one here if anyone wants to see it. What else have we got there? These are Turbo inserts. It comes with a 1.3mm insert with it, and there are 2 kits, one either side. So you can either purchase the restricted direct lung kit, which is 1.8, 2mm, 2.5 and 2.8, or you can purchase the mouth to lung kit, which is 1.1, 1.4 and 1.5. So the 1.3 is already in it. So yeah, them's are your options. Let's go back and transfer you back to me, hopefully. Yep, all good. I think that's one of the few times I've shared my screen successfully, isn't it? Listen to this. It's clearing now. I'm just getting the odd little glug. Just the odd little one. Sly one, mind. Right, so where are we? And Michael, there you go. Which bridge is that? I've just told you it's the AMU. It's actually one of the few bridges where they've got the airflow right. That airflow is like an RTA. It is good. In fact, let me show you. Is it this one? Nope. Wrong little 5A vape pouch. What have I done with it? Is this the one? This is it. This is he. Right. Oh, table cam. I don't know if I can make that bigger, can I? See if I can make that bigger. Table cam. Take the padlock off. Then I should. Can I move it? Nope. Hang on. Right. Oops. Gone the wrong way. Right. There you go. That'll do, won't it? I can see it a little better now. Put the padlock back on. There. Right. See if I can show you. So there's the bag with some spare bits, O-rings and a couple of grub screws in there. So get rid of that. Out of my mouse, I'm asking for trouble there. Here's the bridge itself. Let's take that out. I'm actually going to have this one as myself as well, I think, because I like to. When I like something, I usually have 2 of it on the go. What I was talking about was when you undo the 510, it pulled that bit out. So it's got an O-ring on it and flooded straight down there. So that's what just happened to me. If you just undo it half a turn on the screw and just push, you'll see that start to come, and just push it back down with a screwdriver from the top. That stops that happening. So you've got this, obviously fits in the O-ring on the borrow tank. and you can take that off and put it on a 510, on your favourite mod, and you can check your coil. So that gets that one done. And who wants a close-up of the deck? It's, if you imagine the airflow, I think the reason it works is there are 4 holes bringing that airflow from underneath, and it comes straight up the top there. So does it come? I didn't realise that. Actually comes from the bottom as well. So there's 5 holes bringing that airflow in. And the deck, you can see a couple of cutaways there for the coil, dead easy, and a little 1.3mm hex key to tighten your coil down. So inside here, now let's see if I can get this out. Use my pen, so if I put a pen mark on it, it's not the mod's fault, it's me. Right, got that. Once you've got this fits in the cage, this bit. I think on the original and genuine, this bit here is glass, but it's not with this one. So once you've got your coil inside, come on, focus in there. Then your wick just goes straight through each side. You can put your deck, or put this cap on top. It fits on at the same time as this one here, like that. Oh, come on, Mark. And then just cut your wick at the side, and it's job done. Really is a good little bridge. So hopefully, Michael, I've answered your question and shown it to you. So let's just put that back together. Yeah, that's right, Craig. I don't think it is bad. I don't know what the genuine is. I'm going to guess at about 3. Just put that back. Oh, and the airflow inserts, they aren't just the... holding it up for the table cam, and the table cam's not on, is it? They're the inserts, so you actually do get the full length insert, not just a little cap that screws in the end. So you get the full bit, and underneath, look as well, I don't know if you can see that, there's 2 there. Underneath, that airflow not only changes for the side, but underneath as well, the size of the hole. So works well, does work well. Put that all back in the bag, in the little zippy. It's in one of them. Let's put that one down there. Fibberhosh? I don't know. What's Fibberhosh? I don't know what that is, Rufus. Fibber. Perhaps you mean Josh. Right, Kenny, never tried, let's put this up. Never tried one of these devices. They look a bit much in truth. I think it's a pain washing an RTA, never mind all these little bridges and fish tanks. It's not as bad as you think, because the borrow tank is dead easy, isn't it? It's just slide the glass out, run it all under a tap, that's done. The little bridge, yeah, I guess I kind of see what you mean, but I usually dip mine in sodium percarbonate, and that you just watch the crud come off and then rinse it in cold water and off you go again. That's how I do mine anyway. Evening, however you pronounce your name. CR Niboban. CNC. Chip is not bad at all. Also use same display. I like it. Best buy ever compared to DNA. Yeah, it's not a bad little chip. They're quite a solid little chip, really. Kenny, when you drip it becomes a straw. Absolutely. It's slowly clearing, Kenny, but it's taking some time. Have you tried the restricted direct lung airflow pins in the ED AMU? No, I haven't, Murray. An evening to you. I haven't tried them yet. All I did, to be honest with you, is I put my bill. I thought I'll just try it with the airflow it comes with, the 1.3. And to be fair, it might be fractionally tight for me, fractionally. But normally with a sort of billet box type design, it feels like if all bridges, with the exception of probably the dope and the crossbow, feel like it's drawing air in from anywhere it feels like. It really doesn't with this. And the 1.3 is almost a little tight for me. I probably will rebuild the next time with a 1.4 just to go up slightly. But yeah, that won't suit everyone. We all like different size airflows. I look at the camera and it doesn't look like I'm looking at you. If I look here, it's probably better. I keep thinking it's polite to look at you, so I look at the camera, it looks wrong. Rufus. Oh, he's got the authentic. Got an authentic billet box, but the chip is fried. Watts go up to max after a couple of hits. Need to get it fixed. Right, Rufus. What you could try, all that is moisture on your chip. That's all that is. Have I got a billet box here? Yeah, I have. I've got my Alton one. Table cam again, guys. Table cam. Just for Rufus, this is. Just for Rufus. Right, what you need to do is undo these four here, these four screws. Take the button out and that panel and wipe. There's a little, what do you call it? Like a micro button under there. Just wipe the moisture under there. And also the other side. Undo these three here. Take your up and down buttons out and the rubber pad that's underneath it, silicone pad underneath it, and dry off as much as you can inside there. Then leave it with the chip exposed with these covers off and put it in your airing cupboard, or I usually actually put it under, in the winter, my wood burner, underneath the wood burning stove, and just let it completely dry out, and you'll probably find it'll be fixed. I think that's all it is moisture. And I've had it so many times with customers with their billet boxes. So give that a go and let us know if it fixes your problems. But it might well do. You might not need a new chip. It might just need drying out, because that'll be what it is, moisture. The 5A vape KFX clone is brilliant, and I have the authentic also. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, this one's the authentic, but the 5A vape one's good as well. No gurgling. I've got black Cavendish in there. It's really rather nice. Craig says, Rufus, send it to Jay's vape reviews. He'll fix it. Yeah, might not need to, but you could, if you like your billet box and it is fried. Let's suppose my little fix doesn't work. Then yeah, if you love it, you haven't got to buy a new one. Just put another chip in it. The DNA 60 chip's not that expensive anymore. And Jay works for nothing, of course, so he'd be pleased to do it free. You're out there, Jay. Rufus says he's asked him about it before. He should do it. He's done a couple for me, Rufus. Evening, Mike. Hope you're well. I'll get round to it one day. Yeah, take them screws out, Rufus. Get it done. You haven't missed a lot, Mike, if you haven't just joined us. We've just been running through one or two bits and pieces, and Laurie's in the bush, so she can't make it tonight. She's on safari. There's a lot of people saying hello to Mike. Kenny, looks like the Steam Crow's single coil deck, but much smaller. Yeah, I mean there's what was the other one that used to be? Was that no? It wasn't Steam Crow. What was the? Oh, the old billet box one. It had a very big arch though, where the wick went through. It's too big because it you could never fill it, and that did leak a bit. I can't remember what it's called now. That'll come to me in a minute. Craig, people complaining disposables are getting too big. Wait until Steam Crow bring out the 200ml disposable. Well, you never know. You never know. Adrian, what's he got to say? Mark Naturevape, that AMU needs a borrow tank bought separately. I'm still unsure whether tanks like the Bishop Cube can be filled when inside the mod. That mod. I see. I also apologise for the tank dump. Yeah. I got you now, Adrian. I see what you mean. Because you can buy like borrow tanks with a plug in the front that these bridges will all go into. I don't know if it'll fit or not. I know I put the Cubics one in here. That fitted in mine, although someone told me earlier they couldn't get the Cubics in, so that's rather odd. But I definitely got it in this one. Have I got the cubed here somewhere? Where's the Bishop cubed? I did have one. Hang on. Is this it? Yes, right. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to fill it though, even if it fits. That's leaked a bit. Give that a wipe with my hands. So what you're saying, Adrian, is that A, will the cubed fit? And B, if it does, can you fill it once it's in? Well, the answer is no, you won't be able to fill it when it's in, because I don't even have to take it apart. If I show it to you like that, you'll see it won't fit in. Let's do it that way there, because there you go. I've put it to the side, but you get the point. That actually shows you how small this device is, look. When you see the cubed up against it. So, no, the cubed won't fit. God, this cube's really leaked. I don't know if you can see it there. Give that a mop out while I'm here before I mess this mod up. That is the trouble, and don't do as I've just done. You should never leave these borrow tanks in a billet box or anything else, because that's when you'll end up with an issue like Rufus has, and that's when they seep liquid. It drips down into the mod and fries the chip. So that's when you'll get a problem. Just put that back in there. Don't even know what juice I had in that one now. It's been a long time since I used it. Whee, that fired, didn't it? Let's try it. Blackcurrant, raspberry and lime. There you go. That's what's in there. I miss that a bit. All I've been vaping recently is the La Tabaccaria. That's all I've been vaping. Haven't even had my blackcurrant, raspberry and lime, which I used to have all the time. Every day, all day. What else have we got? Yeah, disposables. There's been more in the news again about disposables, isn't there? That, you know, them just littered on the pavement everywhere. And oh God, there's a newspaper article I read the other week that is saying that more and more underage children are getting addicted to disposable e-cigs. This is going to do our industry no good whatsoever. This really is going to mess it up for all of us, I'll tell you, if that carries on. Because no government or government body is going to put up with that. So that another reason why disposables are a bad idea. Bloody things. Oh no. Shit. I missed any chance of a slow-mo replay. Actually, no chance at all. When we're finished, watch the playback. Thanks, Jed. Mike, congratulations on your news today, mate. Do you have some news, Mike? Did I miss that? Did I miss that? If it's something you want to share, Mike, share it with us all. Oh, it was news. Well chuffed, so it's obviously something. Go on, tell us, Mike. Tell us all what your news is, your wonderful news. Kenny says, I did that with the Pioneer 1.5, picked the first pin I like the look of and never tried another. Yeah, you do sometimes, don't you? If you think, it's actually right like this, no need to try any further. Congratulations, Mike. You're going to be a granddad. Well done you. Congrats. It gives you something to spoil later on in life, doesn't it? Get away with murder as a granddad. We all know granddads get away with murder. J Hayes. I don't think that's the J Hayes. Smoking reefer. I don't know. Who else? What else have we got? There you go, Rufus. Cheers. Give that a go. I did put it in the tub of rice, but didn't do it. Yeah, you need to remove those panels because all the moisture goes underneath those bits of silicone pad and that. They'll all just sit underneath there. So they're the things that need drying out more than anything. Get cotton wool bud as well, Rufus. They're an easy thing just to wipe without causing damage to your electronics. Neil Pitts, yeah, good evening to you. If I didn't say hello, I don't think I did. Mr. Intense, I thought the DNA chips were waterproof. No, I don't think they are. I've had... You know what it's like? I sold a lot of the SXK billet boxes, and the amount that I got back, because allegedly they were duff, but all it was, when I opened the panels, they were just drenched inside. And, you know, a lot of people didn't understand that could happen, or why it should happen, or, you know, let's be honest, I suppose in life that's never our fault, is it? So, but that was the cause. And when I dried them out, they all worked fine, or nearly all. Albert, Mark, ordered the Kentucky today. Is that a strong net like the Italian cigars? It is quite strong. It's also the Gran Reserva. So you only really want about 5%, I would say. Mix that to 5% concentration, Albert, and that's plenty for that. But it is a beautiful, beautiful vape. It really is. That Kentucky is stunning. So you'll like that. You'll like that. Adrian, they should fit. The filling is my question. Yeah, that's right. Well, I think it probably will fit, but you can't fill it because those bungs go right where that black panel bit there is. Mark, did they get the problem about shorting out the chip on the Hussar BX? Yes, they have. It's all sorted. They're back in. Well, the black are back in stock, Neil. So yeah, they're on the site. The shorting has all been rectified. they assure me. Matt Benson, you're very welcome, Matt. I'll let everyone wonder who that may be. But I was saying earlier that I got a little gift, and it's always nice as a reviewer when you receive a little gift. Incidentally, Matt, if you got a DPD tracking number first, that was our error. That was cancelled, and it's gone the way you intended it to, but to a different location. I'll say no more. Kenny, I tried that Cabano black liquid. I forget who made it, but is that what net tobaccos taste like? I've never tried Cabano black liquid. Was that a black note net tobacco? In which case it probably is. But Kenny, it's the best way I can describe La Tabaccaria is when you follow someone smoking a pipe and you think, "Oh, that smells lovely." But if you said to him, "Gives that pipe here, I want a yank on that," and you have a go on his pipe, it's rank. I think it's rank. What you get with La Tabaccaria in like the Burley or something like that is you taste that smell. So because it is naturally extracted tobacco. So when in our minds we probably think, well, no, I gave up tobacco. I don't want to smoke anymore, and I don't want the tobacco taste. I now want fruits or custards or whatever. It's actually not like that. If you try it, even like the Virginia, you think this tastes gorgeous, the Virginia. But if you was to put a roll up in my hand now and I smoked it, I'd go, bah, no, I don't want that. I really don't, because it's not the same. It's hard for me to explain. That's the best way I can try and get that explanation over. So I hope that helps, Kenny. I don't know what else to say. Anyone in chat that agrees with what I've just said and can put it any better than I did would be nice. I'll try. It's ever so hard to explain, isn't it? The Kentucky is awesome, Albert. A little less strong than the Italian cigar. Yeah, it is a little less strong, but it's still quite a strong concentration. So I'd say only 5%, Albert. 5% mix will do you. Yeah, no problem, Adrian. Who is this in chat here? I actually found some glasses for the Kelpie the other day. A box of spare glasses. Don't even think they're on the site now. Yeah, already answered that, Neil. Done that. Did you hear someone's having a bigger leak than you? I don't know what Kenny means there. No idea. Yeah, that's also right, Adrian. I do, but the latest batch that I've got shouldn't need any rectification. They should all be fine anyway. It was batch 1 that had all the issues, so it should be fine. Should be fine. Rufus, how does liquid get under the panel of the fire button side of the billet box? Though I've had that happen a few times. Do you know? I don't know. That's one of life's mysteries, isn't it? It's a bit like you vape like on a billet box or something, and the borrow tank. You look at it; it's dry at the bottom. It's dry everywhere inside until you take the borrow tank out, and it sticks to the back because it's wet. How does that happen? But I don't know, but it does. It travels. You wouldn't think it would you? When you look at the billet box here, yeah, go on table again. How does that travel from being up in here into here? I guess some of it goes through the 510 underneath. Maybe some creeps around this edge and goes in. In fact, can you see underneath here? I've actually got some moisture in there, look. If I squeeze it, can you see that moisture leaking or moving? So I've got moisture in mine. Yeah, I have. I've got a dodgy down button as well. Oh no! Yeah, look. I bet this is fried. I bet this doesn't work. That one works. That button. This one. That was stuck. So I would have to take mine apart as well. So I've got moisture in that. See, you're not alone, Rufus. Happens to the best of us. Don't even think I've got a screwdriver that'll fit that. Up here, have I? Let's have a look. Too big. I think it's a 1.3 hex, I think. Yeah, it is. Go on then. Let's do it. Let's take this off. We're not in a hurry, are we? Are we? No, not really. Take 2 minutes. Hang on. Well, if I can get that screw off. Tight fit. Right, can you see all the wet in there? If I get it gleaming in the light. Ah, there you go. See it? There, look. That is absolutely soaked in there. So basically just dab all around there. Take this bit out. You'll see there's a circuit board. Look at all that wet in there. And I can see a wet the other side as well. So it looks like, Rufus, like we can both see if our billet boxes work for next time we're on. Let's take this side off as well. Let's have a look. Hang on. Can't remember the last time I used this billet box, to be fair. You get longer screws in the back here than you've got in the front. Try and do it in the screw mark, not the magnet. So you didn't think you'd be getting a repair session today, did you? And with a metal one, of course, you can't see that moisture. This panel here can be a little tricky to get off. It's a bit tight because it has to go over the... Let's get that button out. Has to go over the USB as well. That'll come. There you go. That's out. So take that bit off, and I'll guarantee you underneath this micro switch is wet. It's bone dry. But you can see, I don't know, hopefully you can, some moisture in there. So I'm going to leave that like that, and that's how you need to leave it. In fact, you could also take the switch out as well, so you can see I've got moisture underneath that switch as well. You see it in there? And that's what will cause your up and down button to auto fire. So you want to leave that to completely dry. So there you go. I'm going to leave mine. Do you like my threatening knife? Can't see it. Tiny little knife. That works. So hopefully, Rufus, that's shown you just how easy that is to do. I don't know why it should build up so much as that, but they do. Yeah, congratulations, Mike. Yeah, going to be a granddad. What have I missed? Anything? A lot of people saying congratulations, and quite rightly too. What's Mark put here? If you love La Tabaccaria Perique, you must try their Bazooki. Thank you. I forgot about that Bazooki, and I spoke to Federico today. I'm going to write that down. Bazooki. Thank you, Mark. I'm going to continue badger Mark to get that one. Well, there you go. You haven't got to badger me on. I remember you mentioned it last time, so well done. Keep moaning at me. I did, when I spoke to Federico earlier, he did say there won't be any more of the concentrates, like the basic ones, if you like the Virginia, Matafina, what else did I ask for? Perique, Black Cavendish, until at least Christmas. So what we're now? September, October, November, 3 months. So yeah, I've got reasonable stocks, but not of all of it. Of a lot of it I have, but not of all. I don't want to panic anybody, but hopefully we'll be able to get them in time. I don't want to get to the situation like I did with Drake's, where I couldn't get it, but so far, Federico is, right, proper person. Everything he's ever told me has been true. So, I believe him on what he says. What's this from Coil? Naturevape, loving the Ed Sociopath mod. My battery is tight. Borrows have plenty of room. Some of my bridges with own tank was same as what you had there. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I did. Coil, if your battery is really tight, I just want to say something to Coil here, because this, again, it's frustrating that, like 5A Vape, they bought this out. It is, I just think it's beautiful. I love it. But just a bit more quality control, and it would have been amazing. But on some, the battery is tight, really tight. Now mine's loosened up a bit, but I'll tell you where it's tight, Coil. 1 second. Table cam. Ignore all the pillar box stuff laying around. Where it is tight is in here. There. Basically all these top corners, or these corners here on this side. And it's because it's 3D printed. No 3D printing is the same. It shrinks. And if the room is hotter or colder than the other one, do you know what I mean? They're all going to vary slightly. But what I did with mine is I just got a washer the same size. In fact, I had to just file it down a bit. And if I show you that my battery comes out quite nice and easily, but I put the washer down here so that it was tight, and then I just warmed it gently with a hot air gun. And my hot air gun's battery, it's not a mains one, so it's not as aggressive. And then when you let it cool, these sides will stay the shape you've asked them to be, if that makes sense. So if it's too tight, Coil, send it back to me and I will do it for you. And from now on, any of the ones that I sell will be checked, and I won't let them go out, because we don't want to rip all our battery wraps off. That'd be stupid. Although part of me says I would forego battery wraps to use this because I like it that much. But Craig says nothing like nets, Kenny. Guess that was from earlier on. The Cubano was ranked though. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, I see. Right, okay. So Craig, what's Craig put? It's like the smell of a fresh pouch of baccy or unlit cigar or cigarette. Yeah, it is, and that's what they taste like, isn't it, Craig? That's hard to. A bit like I said about following someone smoking a pipe. You get the taste, that lovely smell. You get that as a taste. Coil, love the Virginia at 0.95 ohm. 15 watts in the True Tank. Bless its little heart, the little True Tank. Do you know what? I'm going to get the True Tank up and running. I've got one. So I've got several downstairs, but I'm going to get it up and running because I miss it. I haven't used it for ages, and I'm going to get it up and going again. Mark, have you got the Hippovape Beardat Pro 100 watt side by side? I got one 5 months ago. It's a 21700, nice cheap mod. No, I haven't. I haven't even seen that one, Neil. So I haven't seen it. Kenny, right, Kenny. All the Latabacaria are in concentrate form. You have to mix them yourself with the Nick shots, or if you've got 72 milligram nicotine, you can use that, obviously. But no, they're all concentrates of the Latabacaria, so you have to mix them yourself. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, best to mix yourself, Kenny. Yeah, have a nosy, have a little look. I'll tell you who's done good reviews, Kenny, is Nathan, Net Vapor. I find it hard. I would have done some reviews. I'm going to do a mixing one for Latabacaria. But I find it hard to explain the taste because, I don't know, we've all got things we're good at and bad at. I'm really not good at explaining tastes of e-liquids. Some people can do it amazingly well. Like, I mean, Kieran's good at it, another vape channel. He's a chef. He should know what things taste like, but I'm really not good. So maybe I'll give it a go one day, but don't expect miracles. Fiona, heading to you. Kenny, is it only the billet box, or do all those devices do it? Oh, you're talking about the leaking, Kenny? Well, I guess a lot of them leak to a point. I've had easy mods with it just seeps through the 510, runs down the wires, and you don't get that as much with a normal mod as you would a billet box. But yeah, it happens with all, but to a bigger extent, things like this and like the billet box. Condensation from uninhaled vape. Yeah, can be that as well. Mark, a trick I used with the borrow tank is to cut a comparable size of Muji sliver and place behind the borrow tank. Yeah, you can do that. That works, but it's quite nice in a way that it hangs at the back of the borrow tank, because at least you know where it is. If it's going to collect there, it's not doing any damage at the back there, is it? But Adrian said, I nearly said your billet box had the issue. Well, yeah, I noticed it did. The condensation is what puts me off the borrowed devices. I think, Mr. Intense, I think you're either a tinkering sort of person and you, like, this thing just ticks all my boxes. I am a tinkerer. I love messing about with stuff and gadgety things. But if you're not that type of person, then I quite understand you're scratching your head and thinking, I don't get what everyone's fascinated about with these borrow tanks and stuff, because it's for different people. But yeah, condensate. The only thing is, like you say, with condensation, you get fry the chip. It's an expensive piece of kit you just lost, isn't it, really? Rufus, what you need to do, Mark, is take those panels off and give it a dry and then put it in there and go. But thank you, Rufus, for the expert advice. I'll take that on board. And Craig says all concentrates, yeah. Right, I'll tell you what, I don't know where the time goes. We're nearly out of time, aren't we? It's nearly 10 o'clock, and I haven't done my stocks yet, so we'll quickly do them in a second. I always take out borrows or RTO my device at night and keep. Yeah, I must admit, I don't night times, but I swap mods quite a lot. But what I'm guilty of is, like, clearly I've done with that one. I'll finish vaping that billet box. I'll put it to one side, like I did with the Mod 2, which was also had loads of juice in it. And I just put them to the side and think I'll worry about it later. And you shouldn't. You should be a bit more vigilant in taking out that borrow tank, mopping it, and then putting it to the side. And they'll last years. They will last years then. What's Fiona put? One of my screws is stripped, so I can't even get into mine to change the button. When you say, is it the thread on the screw, Fiona, or is it where your hex goes into it? It's a 1.3 hex, if that does help you. And these wearer things are really good. I always get asked what the number is, and it's, for those watching the replay and want to know, it's the 118064. So if you Google that number, 118064, you'll find the right hex driver in wearer. I'm not reading that out. Move on. I bet one or two of you looked at that comment and thought, what if I read that out? So I'm new to this mixing stuff, Craig. Is there anywhere to buy a wee kit with instructions for idiots? What I do, Kenny, if we've got the right mix for you, I do bottles that... Have I got one here? I bet I haven't. I've got a label. So if I haven't got a bottle I can show you, I can show you a label. Right, I'm going to have to show you the label, I think. Have a look under bottles on the site, on accessories. For example, if you want... Are these on the site? I'll have to have a look. 9mg strength, 60/40 VG PG. This label is stuck. In fact, I'll stick it on. It won't be in the right place, but I'll stick it on if I can get it off. Because we make sure they're in the right place when we do it. Get that the right way up. It will be somewhere around there. Right, I'll show you on the desk cam what I mean. Hopefully it will show up. Desk cam? Table cam. So this label, basically, you fill the nick shot to that line. You fill the PG to that line, the VG to that line, and then you top up with concentrate to that line and give it a shake. So we do those bottles for people, Kenny, that like you that's never done it before, just as an introduction as to how to do it. And they're all for different, like there's 50/50, there's 6mg strength, 9mg. This one's 9mg, that's written at the bottom. So they're on the site. So if you fancy a little go at that, that's the easiest way to do it if you've never done it before. And then just shake it up. But what I will be doing is a YouTube video on how to mix it up to do it the easy way. The easy way. Rufus is going to have a go at that. So yeah, have a go, Rufus. That's dead easy. You can't do it any more damage because it's not working properly now. But normally, if you dry it out, it'd be fine. You have to teach me. I don't know what that's Kenny's doing. Don't worry, Kenny. Honestly, it's not as complicated as when you haven't done it before, you think, oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Trust me, you can. It's not hard. Lee, that's it. BP all over again. I'm driving up tomorrow to fill me BP? BP all over again? Fill me, but I don't know what that is. Has fuel gone up or something daft again? Yeah, that's the other thing, Craig. Netvape, he did do a mixing video as to how he mixes it, so that's another place you can look. Netvape. Right, what I'll do now is I'll just talk you through, and I won't be able to do much. We've got 4 minutes left, but I'll just talk you through the stocks for this week, or the one I bought. I won't dwell on this for many seconds. The way my stocks are, I don't think it's that worth dwelling on. Oh, I've got to put the stocks thing up first, don't I? Don't listen to a word I say. I talk complete gibberish. Don't put any of your money on anything I tell you to. It's just for fun. There you go. That's basically what that said. Right. Well, let's hope. Yep, that's opened. So, unbelievably, I'm still up £13.95 since I began investing. And this is, for anyone who doesn't know, this is £10 a week that I put on usually a different stock, but sometimes I'll go on the same one twice. And I started it in January. I'm going to do it all the way to December. My target was to be up 8%. Well, I don't think that's going to happen because stocks have gone down horrendously. So I'm actually chuffed. I've still got some green writing at the top there. I didn't expect I would have in this environment. So I'm obviously getting something right. One or two wrong, as you'll see. Sent them in. That's a lot of these are mining stocks, silver and gold mining stocks. I like them. SSE is a wind turbine energy company, as most of you will know. Now, what did I buy this week? I bought it earlier on today. I can't. Oh, that's it. Right. Everyone's heard of this company. Nokian Rencat. Okay. Well, it's obviously gone up today because I bought it. Yeah, it did look. I bought it earlier on, and it's gone up 1.2%. Nokian Rencat. They are a car parts manufacturer. They make tyres basically, and for cars, lorries, vans. Now, if you look at them over the year, they've had a horrendous time, and there's a good reason for this. Although they're an American company, I think they're owned by an American anyway, but they have their manufacturing in Ukraine and Russia. So this one's a bit of a punt. I'm not going to lie, it really is. But they've got other manufacturing plants all over the world, so a huge company. But I just think their shares have gone down an awful lot. If we go over the maximum period of time, look, they're dipped down. Does it give you a price up here? Yeah, it was about 35 euros. Look, and it's now down to 11. So hopefully things will resolve themselves overseas. And that one's won 10 quid. What's the worst that can happen? And that's basically it. I did have some dividends, if I can show you that. Activity, there you go, dividends. For September, 5p. But there you go, they add up. 3p for July. June, oh, look at June. June was mega. 87 pence for June. But, you know, when you're only putting a tenner on, what do you expect? So, go back to portfolio. I think that'll do. We won't dwell on that. Anyone who fancies join in. Just put. You don't have to put a tenner a week on. You can put a couple of quid a week if you want. But I just thought it would be interesting. Where's my account? Let's have a look. Oh, better not show you that. That's got my bank card. on it. That's only the last few digits. So, oh, portfolio performance since August. Let's see if I can get it for the whole year. Maximum over the whole period. Let's have a look. I'm up. Look, 2.33%. So that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. Anyway, I think that'll do for stocks. I'm wittering, so I'll put that over there. So it's just a bit of fun, and to be fair, £10 a week. At least I'm saving £10 a week, which I'd normally just blow on wine or something like that, lager, whatever, fritter it away. Coil, what's he put? I would rewrap to use it, but we'll try washer trick. Yeah, if you've got any issues with that, Coil, just let me know. Send it back and I'll do it for you. I haven't got a problem with that. Don't go wrecking your batteries, because as you can see, that does now come out reasonably easily. And I know it was nowhere near as easy as that to start with. Craig, many true tanks left on the site. Might order another just because. There's not that many now. There's a few. I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to say there's about 20 or 30 left, but it's not that many. When you think I had 1,200, I think it's 12. No, more than that. More than 1,200. So that's all right, isn't it? So nearly all gone. But I've always kept 0001. That's still kept. Maybe I'll auction it off one day. No, I couldn't do it. I've got to keep that, haven't I? Mark, do you think you will get Sliver back in stock? It's in stock, Jaya. It's back. Both the refills and the tins. They're all back in stock. So if you went on the side of the... let's see if I can share it. What's it under? Let's just move that to one side for a second. Accessories. Is it miscellaneous? Rebuildable DIY. I think it's under that. There it is. Sliver. In stock, look. The tin is, and so is the refill. So they're all back in stock. Why didn't that go back to... It did, back to me. So, yep, all back in stock. No, it hasn't been in stock long, to be fair. Came back in on Monday. No, not Monday, Tuesday. No. Saturday it arrived, bizarrely. Saturday. Mark, any plays to review the Gamo RTA you're stocking? Yeah, been in stock a little while now, hasn't it? The Gamo. Possibly. It's not. I'm not going to lie, Chris. It's not like top of my list, but it's not that complicated an RTA anyway. Really, it's quite straightforward, I think. Oh, Mike shares. I think he's trying to say his shares shit themselves. Apart from one at just under 60. Wow, 60% up. So overall, Mike, are you horribly down, or are you doing all right? Are you holding your own? Neil Pitts, Mark, I put a Tucker cotton under the borrow tank of my SXK borrow to collect the condensate. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. They tuck it in at the sides, but of course you get the airflow come from the side as well. The one thing you get with this little device, the airflow comes from the front and the side. So you really do need the bridge in there. You need that to have a good, proper airflow. Like, do you remember the crossbow? You could put the bottom piece in and only let the airflow go through that little side bit. Well, that wouldn't really essentially work so well for this. I suppose the front might be blocked off by the front of the thing, but you get my point. Craig, good point. Mark's bottles for dummies. Yeah. Perfect for a man of my skills, all that. Yeah, excellent, Kenny. Hopefully there's a one in a ratio that appeals to you. There should be. Should be. Yeah, I agree with Craig, and the scales are the easiest way to go. And I think, Craig, that's where my review will be headed to, is doing it with scales, because it is just so easy. So easy. So, yeah, I think that's the way it will be going. I've tried the Kernos bottle shots, but they're just ad nick shots and PG. Yeah, it's much of a much, Kenny. It's not that hard, honestly, mate. Trust me. And Mark, oh, brilliant, Mark. That's music to my ears. It's the scales were a game changer for me. Excellent. That's fantastic. I'm really chuffed. So I showed the scales off a couple of weeks ago and how to use them, but they are dead easy when you use them that way. We've got over 10 o'clock. Good God. I'll just go through the last of this chat and then I really must go. Amazon sells baking scales, Kenny. No, Craig told me the way to go on the scales. They're on the site. They are superb. Superb. Oh God, I don't know where they are. Let's have a look. They'll be under accessories as well, I think. Accessories. I think I've still got some left. Rebuildable DIY. I think they might be in there. There they are. Triton T3 rechargeable scales. They're the ones. Dead easy. So they charge with a micro USB, and you basically just put your bottle on, add what you want in grams for any one of the VG, PG, whatever. Press 0. That zeroes it out again. Then you can add the next quantity. 0, add the next, and so it goes on. Really good set of scales. They are for 20 quid. You cannot go wrong. And I will be doing a review with them using those. Come out of that. There you go. Sound like a sales plug there. Believe you me, I'm not making threepence halfpenny on those scales. I've just done them as a... Well, so you boys know the best ones to buy, and so you can have what you need, basically. So, yeah. But they are, for that money, they're really good. And it was Craig who told me about them. I don't know what Craig and Kenny are on about. I've no idea. I don't know. Crack on. Milky bars are on Mark. What's that? Oh, because of the new glasses. I don't look like the Milky Bar kid, do I? Right. If there's nothing else, I said last week I missed the Muji cotton. I've since found a packet. Turns out I was wrong. I never want to see that filth in my life. The sliver's really good. Really good. They work well. Steve SR Vapes has a few in stock too. No panic. What's that? The sliver? I think he's stocking it as well. Steve and I get on well. We tend to have a chat every now and again. Thank you, Rufus. Right, I think everyone's saying good night. Everyone's off to sleep. Yep. Adrian says, I miss Kieran. Yeah, I miss Kieran, but he never seems to be... He's been working a lot, and I messaged him earlier, actually, and say, you're right for tonight. He's still working. I think they're struggling to find replacement chefs. So Oh, it's the True Tanks with Steve. Yeah, Steve buys them off me. So, yeah, he's got a few True Tanks. He likes the True Tank too. Bless him. Bless him. Right, everyone. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, as always. Always nice to have your support and have you watching. I hope you've hopefully learnt something. Well, I think we all do. I learn something nearly every time I come on here. So it's just useful just to have a little chat, and we all find out new things, don't we? So I think, you know, as you say, your input, you're a lovely lot, and your input is superb. You know, it just makes the show easy, even on my own. And it is harder when it's just you. You get no feedback. It's just my mouth. Bop, 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 bop. like a busy bee, aren't I? Bop, 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 bop. So yeah, but you make it easy because of your questions and your input and things like that. So I'm going to put Coyle's comment up though. I've just seen that. So I'll put that on there. Thank you, Coyle. So until next time, probably be a fortnight. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. And Rufus, I'll let you know how it goes. See if it actually fires up and works, and you do the same. So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.